Welcome, friends. Welcome to today's Reconsider It live stream. Best live stream you're gonna see all day. And here on this live stream, you are going to get a very nice hour of some live looping. All vocals, everything you're hearing. And I'm going to be talking about how I make this beat. I'm going to be building up more to this beat and talking to you along the way about what I'm doing. Man, this is going to be so good. You made the right decision joining us. My regulars know what it is. If you are new to the Reconsider It live stream, welcome! We want you here. Right now we are in a warm-up phase. We are just chilling out. We are getting the blood flowing. And the blood is flowing. Here in this warm-up phase, I need to celebrate. I need to celebrate you. Thank you for being here. Whether you are here with us in the live and you are in the chat, or you are here with us live but you are not in the chat, or you are here with us after the stream watching on replay. However it is that you are here with us, thank you for being here. It's better with you here. I'm going to celebrate you at this time in this way. I have got my drink. I'm going to count up to 3. I'm going to clink the screen. You are invited to join the rest of us as we cheers along and celebrate our togetherness. 1. Whoa. The count up has already begun. This is intense. 2. Oh my goodness. There's such a moving sensation here. 3. Oh man, that's good. That's so good. That's as good gets. That's even better than good gets. Please like this video. Please subscribe. I could use some subs. Right now with us right now, we have got friends, we have got a 505 beat making stream immediately upon us. This is good. So my regulars know what this is all about, but a 505 beat making stream will go thusly. Here's what you have in store. Here's what you can look forward to. I'm going to be building up this beat more and talking about what I'm doing on the loopers to make it. This is about the technical details. This is going to be great if you're looking for that kind of stuff. Like, how'd you make that sound? I'm going to tell you all the settings. This is really helpful if you thinking about getting one of these. This is going to give you a lot of confidence and a starting point. Man. If you just like hearing about these technical details, that's good too. Also, you will also enjoy this stream if you just like me. You're drawn to my magnetic charisma. So how did I build this beat already? Well, we're going to start with the percussion, as I always do. This is one of out of my 36 palettes of sound effects, this is one of the unique ones in the following way. There's only one or two that have this property. Each of these loopers lets me pre-configure a bunch of settings and knobs and all of this. Use this kind of effect and all this. But it's just my vocals going into the mic and into the loopers. And then they have different sound effects. So how did I do this? I don't have some amazing acapella beatbox. The sound you're hearing is just me doing this. That's it. But the looper makes it sound like this. I took an effect called a vocal distortion, which is what it sounds like. That's it. That's the vocal distortion that I'm using here. So that's a bass input effect that I'm using. And then on top of that, I put a lo-fi. And the lo-fi is what gives it that like sort of like muted, contained aspect. But that's it. I have 2 layers of kicks. You see I have this one that's a little more, intense. But then I can switch back to this other one that's more chill. They coincide. They're slightly panned as they are laid out here on the looper. Then we have this stuff. This is just me going. That's it. I'm not doing some kind of special acapella stuff. It's all the loopers that give it sound. These are the same vocal distortion that I used in the kicks. So they have some kind of match. Oh, actually, I take that back. Because I tried that, but it was a little too muted. So this is actually, I take it back. What you're hearing now, this That's an EQ, which has the low end boosted a little bit, and the high end is just normal. The high mid is a little up. And I have 2 layers of it, of this like, and I just layer them over each other. This one has like 2 or 3 layers. You record one loop, and then you can just record over it. Do an overdub, they call it. I don't do that with all my loops. It's usually just these hi-hat layers, these shaker hi-hat layers that are further panned out because they're further to the left and right. But then there's that, the clap snare thing. That's in the center. That's the center. That one I also layer. But the others, you generally don't. So that's the percussion. I had been using a little bit of delay on it. That's actually pretty dope. I'm getting caught up on the chat right now. And I see that Jack is with us. Liking the bass sound, Jack says. Jack also says that he's done a gremlin beatbox. I don't know what that is. What is a gremlin? Is that like a style, or is it like a specific, like a routine? Like in martial arts, you call it a kata. So you're caught up on the percussion. That delay was really hot. I gotta go play with that some more. You're caught up on the percussion, but then there's the other looper. The bottom looper is the Mark 1, which is the original. The top looper is the Mark 2, which has a lot of additional features, including the ability to tune you singing into the mic. Not very well, and make it be tuned. Like the bass you're hearing right now on the top looper. That's this channel here, it's to the center. For those of you who are looking for the details of the settings, here's the stack of input effects I used to make this bass. Because this is just me going like, doo, like that's it. I'm not singing some kind of like deep throaty bass thing here. So here's how I built this one. The top looper lets you put 4 input effects at a time, and it lets you save 4 instruments. So here's my first instrument, the bass. I made this one out of the following, starting with guitar to bass, which is what it sounds like. As if you plugged in a guitar, you go like this, it sounds like you're playing a bass. Guitar to bass. That's what drops it a few octaves and whatever other, bassy sounding stuff. Then I take that and I pass it into electric. The electric is the tuner. That's what makes it an E flat, which I have on the screen, by the way, for my musician friends who want to jam along, plus the beats per minute. Guitar to bass, passed into the electric, which is the tuner, and then I passed into a tremolo, which you can hear if you listen to it. The tremolo gets more pronounced later in the bass line. Guitar to bass, electric, tremolo, and then finally passed into a sustainer, which I am told is like a compressor, which I believe because that's roughly what it seems to do. So that's the percussion and the bass. This is good. Getting a quick on-ramp here. Once we do this other final layer, this final set of instruments, then I'll start adding more to the beat. There is some pretty intense looking text in the chat right now that Jack has added. The bass does something. How do you pronounce that? Would you say like der Bass, or is it, how do you say that in German? Do you say Bass? How do you say that? Bass? I guess I'd say Bass. Der Bass. Dröhnt? Am I reading that right? I don't know what that verb means. What's dröhnen? What does that mean? So percussion and bass we're caught up on. Again, the bass was constructed out of guitar. I'm trying to make it 1, 2, 3 for you, so that'd be this way, right? Guitar to bass, passed into the electric, tremolo, sustainer. That's all I did with the bass, and me on the mic, I'm just going that's it. But it sounds like this. We've also got this instrument, whatever you'd call this. I don't know what you'd call this. Some kind of like wavy thing. Here's what this one was made out of. Jack clarifies. By the way, if you're speaking German, should I be calling you Jake? Jake? Should I be saying, is that how you pronounce your name? Anyway, whether it's Jack or it's Jake, he clarifies that dröhnt means booming. This layer is unusually quiet. This like shaker hi-hat layer. Maybe I just had the volume down really low. I see Jake is clarifying that there's various names. Yek was another one. Okay. I'll assume to stick with Jack, but I'm ready to switch if ever you would like me to switch. So how did I make this thing? This like wavy, sustained tone here. All right, you got your pen and paper ready? Here's how I built this one. And this one, by the way, this is the duplicate where I use one instrument on 2 layers, generally complementary in some way. That might be some kind of harmonics, which this has a little bit of. But not always. Sometimes it's like a rhythm complement or something. Anyway, how did I make this instrument? It is as follows. I started with the synth input layer, which is, I usually use it in the way you might use a horn, a muted trumpet. I remember was contributed once as a description of it, which I felt was pretty fair. So some kind of brass, a muted brass of some kind. That's the synth, or at least that's how I use it. Because this right now, this sound here, this is just me going like, and being all off key, especially because my throat is, or my, is it larynx? Is that the, I don't know, which one is your, like, speaking thing? It's a bit strained. I strained my voice last week. And it's recovering still. Synth. Passed into the electric to tune it, to make it an E flat in this case. Also passed into a tremolo. But this tremolo, I remember being, yeah, this is the fastest that you can tremolo. Oh wait, I take that back. This is set to 16th notes, but it can go to 32nd notes. And you could also tune it by millisecond if you prefer. Synth, electric, tremolo, tuned pretty fast, 32nd notes. Or I'm sorry, it's tuned to 16th notes. And then finally it's passed into a distortion. I didn't even look what kind of distortion. So the distortion, like I was using down here in these kicks, you can hear the heavy graininess to it. That's a distortion. That's a vocal distortion. That's what I used up here too, as the final input effect that I used to create this sound. But the Mark II, the top looper, the second generation, has this really dope enhancement to the distortion. Because instead of just being like, here you go, here's this distortion, it gives you four, 5, or 6. I'm gonna say 5 different subtypes. Let me just see. There's 6 subtypes, which is awesome. They all have different like levels of intensity. This one is the fuzz, which is the most intense, I think. Among the most intense. So again, to summarize what's happening, the synth, the sort of like muted brass horn, the synth passed into electric, tuner, passed into a tremolo, which gives it that choppiness, and then passed into the distortion, the fuzz distortion. And you can hear that there is definitely a like grainy edge to this. Jack says it sounds like a vibrato. Yeah. Yeah, the tremolo is pretty similar to the vibrato. There's also a vibrato effect. Oh, you know what I forgot to do earlier? Doi. I apologize for forgetting to do this. This extraordinarily critical detail, which helps to set you up to get the most out of this. Earlier, when I was describing what a 505 beatmaking stream is, I was like, welcome friends, here's what's happening for the next hour. I meant to include the following, which is that this whole series of streams, the 505 beatmaking, is based on requests. A number of people asked me to do this. Say, oh, just, tell us what you're doing with the looper. I don't know, what. And so this stream is meant to be as useful as possible for you. So if you're here live in the chat, I encourage you to let me know anything you want to know about what I'm doing or about what one of these, buttons or whatever does. Also, if you're joining us after the stream, I encourage you to let me know in the comments. So it's meant to be as helpful as possible for whatever you want to get out of it in terms of the technical details of the loopers. Synth, electric, tremolo, distortion, subtype fuzz. So now the time has come to start adding to this. I'm going to add some more layers to this. And I'm taking you with me. So let's see, this next one I'm going to use. This next instrument that I'm going to bring in that you have not heard yet on this stream. Yeah, we're going to do this one. It's another synth. Oh man, look at this. What's the difference between these two? Hold on. Oh. This one's really similar. Oh, wow. Okay. So whereas the one you're listening to here, I go, once again a reminder, synth, electric, tremolo, distortion. That's this. The next instrument that I'm going to bring in, which you've not heard yet on this stream, is very, very similar. This next instrument that I'm going to use next is made out of a synth, electric, tremolo, but then it's passed into a reverse delay. So it's actually going to be not too dissimilar from the existing dual layer here. But it won't have the distortion on it. And it will have a reverse delay on it. And the tremolo is at a different period. The tremolo is not 16th notes like what you're hearing now here. This is 16th note tremolo. But the one I'm going to use is half note. I'm actually a little surprised to see that, but I know I have put that in a few of my palettes. I have 36 different palettes that I've pre-configured. You can make up to 99. I made I made 3 for each major key. That's all this lets you do, by the way, just the key of major. When I say it tunes it just to the key of, just to the 12 major keys. So I did each of those 12 keys 3 times. If you check in 300,000 years, I probably will have made at least 48. I will have made another 12. So let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's actually do it. Actually. Like actually really do it. Not just talk about do it. Let's like actually do it. Let's actually really do it. Not just like talk about it. Let's actually do it. So we got this thing. That's the new layer. And once again, here is how I built this one. It's built out of the synth, which is that like muted trumpet. This is just me going like, that's what I'm doing into the mic. Synth, electric, tuner. See if you can hear the tremolo going really slow. It's a half note. I turned it up quite a bit. Maybe it's not that deep, let's say. No, it is actually. It is deep. There's also a reverse delay on it. That's the last piece. And you can hear that pretty clearly. I love reverse everything. Reverse stuff is great. For my people who are down with the Hardware Jam crew, this past weekend the jam or the challenge was reverse. I saw it and I was like, I tuned in for the Monday stream. And I was like, oh, I love reverse stuff. I would have done so much reverse things. It would have been great. Now I can't do that. I'm not capable of doing that at this point. Because now I missed the challenge. And I can't just do that for the sake of doing it. That you can't do that. That's not something that you can do. You ever have self-defeating narratives like that? That's what I'm doing, by the way. I'm making fun of self-defeating narratives. I realize that may not have been clear. You ever have that? Self-defeating narratives. That goes in the category of things that I want to talk about more of on my streams. Mostly on the Tinker streams, tinkering in the studio streams. That's where we go off on all sorts of tangents like that. This stream, the 505 Beatmaking, we're going to bring it back. Bring it back to the loopers and such. But yeah, self-defeating narrative. Mental health in general. Is that part of your just general day-to-day management? Day-to-day management of your own consciousness? Your own day-to-day management of your own thoughts? Do you intentionally generate your own thoughts? that's another thing to talk about in the loopers here. This like stutter. That, I love that. That's like, oh. There's some things on these loopers that it's like, I just can't get enough of them. So dope. That's one of them. On the looper, it's called a beat repeat. There's different type of beat modifications. So the beat repeat is what it sounds like. As I turn this knob up and down here, I'm catching it at a certain moment in time. I'm catching the loop at a certain moment in time, and this is controlling how short of a measure it'll be chopped up. So I'm going, as I turn this knob clockwise here, I'm going from a full measure to a half note to a quarter note, eighth note, etc. How much it's going to chop up the loop. The only thing about this one is that the beat repeat is that it's very, and I'm not complaining, it's very, very sensitive to how long the loop is. So like, if I do some beatboxing, it's like, and then I have, you know, not exactly perfectly a loop. Like if there's a little, often I do beats that have a little bit of space at the end. This one probably does. You see there's a little space at the end. It loops right. Otherwise this like chopping thing wouldn't work. So for example, when I do beats that are very sparse, it's possible that I miscalculate the rhythm somewhere in there, and then things can't get chopped up right. So this output effect doesn't really, it only applies when it applies. You know, it's not like always on every single track. But as long as you're pretty close to what it needs to be, you should be able to do some nice chopping. So I love that. I also love the fact that Warhorn has joined us. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. I guess maybe some of what might not be obvious for those of you who have indeed requested this kind of content, this like what are you doing with those buttons and everything? Maybe one of the things that's not as obvious is how I'm just making the different sounds. A lot of it is just the volume and bringing them in and out. So a big part of my, I don't want to be like, what's the word? I don't know, whatever the word is. But part of my artistry that maybe is not as visible is just how I keep changing things. And I keep track of, here's the bass. This other one over here to all the way to the left, that's that other one that I only bring in once in a while, such as like right now. Yeah. So a lot of it is just volume in and out. I keep messing with the output effects. There's not that much to what I'm doing. That's why I say part of the point of these 505 beat making streams, part of the point of them is that I'm trying to make it highly visible so that you can see it is pretty simple, and you should feel confident if you're wondering whether you could make a beat or whatever. You should feel very confident about that because of all the things that I'm revealing to you. It's really pretty straightforward, even if it is a matter of juggling a number of things simultaneously. But that's the same with any kind of hardware. Look at any of the YouTubers. Any of the hardware YouTubers. They got all sorts of stuff all over the place. It's already juggling a lot. So juggling a couple buttons is not really that much. And at the same time, we have got another layer that needs to be added in. So far, we got the full experience of the first three. We got the bass and the far left one that's more of like a solo-y type thing. But we still have this final instrument, which you've not heard on the stream yet today. This one's gonna be pretty prominent. I'm gonna have to watch the volume levels on this one. This one is built as follows. A preamp, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's kind of like a boost, but it also distorts it a bit. Like you got your electric guitar going into your amp. A preamp. That goes into the electric, the tuner. That goes into a tape echo, which is what it sounds like. It's like a very rapid delay. Looks like I have it set to 200 milliseconds in this case. And then I have, after the tape echo, I have another delay. That's a different sound effect. And the delay is set to 100 milliseconds. So they're going to have some kind of phasing, something happening. That's not very long though, 100 milliseconds, 200 milliseconds. We'll see how those interplay. But there's some echoing going on. There's 2 levels of echoing. Preamp, electric, tape echo, tape echo 2. Preamp, electric, tape echo 2, delay. Let's see what it sounds like. I see also that, where's my bass? Here's my bass, that's good. We got Demi 3! Which is great. Bring it up. Sonobus? Is that what, am I reading that right? Sonobus? That lets you do some kind of live jam, you're saying? Sonobus. Also, I see that the man, You know what's fun? My regulars who've been with me for the past, I don't know, however long, couple of months that I've been doing these 505 beat making streams. You notice that I've changed my approach to my drums. I got 2 kicks, they're positioned differently in the loopers, all of this. That helps with the other problems I was having, where this volume fader all the way to the left over here, this one over here, it's kind of broken. Nonetheless, my autopilot, I still reach here to this left thing when I want to turn down the kick drum. I'm like, yeah, here's this dramatic moment. Why is the kick drum still happening? I turned down the, oh, right. So that's still happening. And yet, I see Demi is confirming that Sonobus indeed is some kind of live jamming software. So I have this final instrument. Once again, I'm going to give you the breakdown, then I'm going to go off the speaking mic, and I'm going to go onto the instrument mic. Preamp, electric, tape echo 2, delay. So I'm about to bring it back in. The new instrument was made out of a preamp, electric, tape echo 2, delay. Here it is. Dope. Dope. And yo, you know, when I go on this flow, you know that I got to rock it, yo. And I do quickly, check it, you get this, please be with me, and yo, you know you get these little hints of shit that I give, and you know that what you get is enlightenment when you give it a little time. Check it, yo, when I rip this rhyme, it's really nice, and you think that you might like to hear it again. And of course, get near it, my friend, cause you can. I do this every time that I go online. You got to come through to the streams, alright? You know I do this, and yes, believe that I might do it again. Yo, the music is when you get with it, and I do this, friend, can you get in it quick? The answer is yes, hence you get and bet that all of this will come back again. Nice. So I am indeed bringing more of this just like random freestyle rhymes into the streams. That is well in practice mode. I'm still getting comfortable with just freestyle rapping in the first place. I'm generally more of a written rap guy, historically. I've been rapping for like 25 years, or little less than that. Let's say 20 years. I've been rapping for about 20 years. Most of it is just written rhymes. So I'm getting into freestyle rap more. So you can look forward to more of that. As I get more and more comfortable, it'll get smoother. The content will get more coherent. That's my goal. Ideally, someday I'd like to be able to do full songs freestyled, including like 16 bars and then a chorus and then another 16 bars. That would be really dope if I could climb my way up to that level. In any case, my friends, this has been a good 505 beatmaking stream. I hope you're ready for the full beat in full effect immediately. I gotta work on the mixing on that. I think I can get a feel for what the mixing should probably be more like. And of course I might just open the doors and try to go into it. Right now the music is fly. Here, I think a better mix. That was a better mix. Ah, man, what a good time I have had right here with you. I love doing this with you. I love connecting with you like this. What a good beat and a good experience. Please like this video. Please subscribe. I could use some subs. I hope to see you in the next live stream. My regulars know that we've got a variety of flavors on the Reconsider It music sketchpad. Today we were in the upper right 505 beat making. I make a beat and I explain what I'm doing on the loopers. I go off on a couple tangents here and there. Join us for more 505 beat making. In the lower right, we got tinkering in the studio. That's where we just really go off on the tangents. We talk about all sorts of stuff in the tinkering in the studio. We bring in the synthesizers, man, or the synthesizer singular. Tinkering in the studio. Join us for an unstructured hangout. It's the everything stream. Tinkering in the studio. In the lower left, we got Unspoken, where we bring in the loopers, bring in the synthesizer, but no talking at all. Not a word from start to finish. It's great for all of your instrumental needs. Join us for Unspoken. In the upper left also we got Loops and Chill. Loops and Chill looks like a well-rehearsed performance. Nope. It's all improvised. The beats, the way I play them, everything. It's all improvised. Join us for multiple beats on every Loops and Chill stream. And until then, my friends, please have a very good rest of your day today. Please let the rest of your day today open new doors for you. Please be receptive to these new doors that are opening for you. Please let the rest of your day today show you through your experience that you are capable of having growth and pleasure and fulfillment. Deep, restful rejuvenation. Please allow yourself to have all of the healing that is available to you right now. And I will see you in the next Reconsider It live stream.